All right guys, today we're checking out the Mooncool TK Pro foldable electric trike. So I believe this is the third electric trike that we've reviewed from Mooncool, and similar to those electric trikes, the TK Pro looks well built and high quality. It's definitely an electric trike that's built to be compact. You could see the wheelbase is very short, and you also have a foldable stem and a foldable frame, which we'll get into later. So now let's just walk through all the features. Here we have 20 by 3 inch CST all-terrain fat tires, an integrated front fender that's the same color as the frame, a front suspension fork with a lockout, as well as a preload adjustment, a very bright integrated headlight, integrated front basket with a waterproof bag, Star Union hydraulic disc brakes, step-through frame, which makes it accessible to riders of all heights, water bottle holder, foldable stem, some riser handlebars, rubber hand grip, and a really important feature is this integrated parking brake. And the way this works is that you squeeze the brakes and then you turn this lever and it keeps the brakes locked. So this is really important so the trike doesn't go rolling down an incline. Got your controls over here, horn button, center mounted color LCD display. Now this display is really bright, extremely visible, even in direct sunlight. All your parameters are really easy to read. And when you hit the signals, you also see the arrow button over here, which is a nice touch. Shimano 6-speed shifter and a right-hand half-twist throttle. Here's a very plush and comfortable saddle seat. You also have a backrest that can be adjusted up and down, and the saddle can move forward or back depending on how you like to ride. As for power, we have a 48-volt, 20-amp-hour removable battery, and this should give you plenty of range for long-distance rides. And back here is a 750 watt rated 1500 watt center mounted rear drive motor, and this is the rear differential, which helps for stability, especially when turning so you don't tip over. Here's a look at the 20 by 3 inch fat tires in the rear. You also have the integrated taillight back here with the turn signals. Here's the integrated rear fenders on both sides, same color as the bike. Also got a large integrated rear basket that also has a waterproof bag. All right, now I'll show you guys how this thing folds up. Just pull the latch down over here, fold the stem, open the latch on the frame, and then basically you just have to squeeze it together like so, and that's pretty much it. So it's still pretty big and it would still be kind of difficult to carry around, but if you're just storing it somewhere, I think you'll save some space. And the total weight of this trike is about 90 pounds. So now that we've gone over all the features of the Mooncool TK Pro, let's take it out for its first ride.
The Mooncool TK Pro features a 60/61 step-through aluminum frame that's accessible to most riders. Its foldable frame and handlebar stem are standout features, making it easier to store or load into a vehicle. The trike weighs in at 90 pounds, which is manageable for a trike, but something to consider if you'll be lifting it often. The 20 by 3 inch all-terrain fat tires and front suspension fork can handle uneven pavement, while the adjustable saddle seat and backrest make it easy to dial in your posture. And with the integrated front and rear baskets, complete with weatherproof bags, the TK Pro is a solid cargo hauler for errands or weekend getaways. The TK Pro also has a 750 watt rated 1500 watt peak rear drive motor paired with a 48 volt 20 amp hour removable battery. With a top speed of 15.5 miles per hour and a range of up to 75 miles, it's more than capable of handling commutes or leisurely rides. The upgraded torque sensor provides a natural pedaling experience that pairs well with its Shimano 6-speed shifter. And the trike offers 5 levels of pedal assist and a right-hand half-twist throttle, making it adaptable to your preferred riding style. Where the TK Pro really shines is its rear differential, which adds stability when navigating turns or tight spaces. This feature makes it a great option for riders who value control and balance, especially those with limited mobility or who are new to e-trikes. Other features include hydraulic disc brakes with a parking brake, an integrated headlight, and a tail light with turn signals and brake light functionality. The center-mounted color LCD display keeps all your ride stats highly visible, and the integrated horn ensures you're heard in busy areas.
Okay, first ride with the Mooncool TK Pro. And like I said before, it's kind of a compact electric trike. It's foldable, easier to transport than most other electric trikes. This is the third Mooncool trike that we've reviewed, and the quality of their products are pretty decent. So this does have a parking brake on the left and right sides, and to release it, you just flip down these latches over here, pull the levers, and they pop out. That's a good security feature. Just in case someone accidentally hits the levers and releases the parking brake, the latch is good to prevent that from happening. Okay, so it's a step-through design. This should accommodate riders like myself who are short, and this feels pretty comfortable. Backrest is really nice, keeping me upright. Okay, we'll start with pedal assist level 1, no throttle, and just see how that feels. Okay, so the torque sensor, I know they upgraded the torque sensor on this trike, and it definitely feels very natural, just right off the start. Very slow, natural pedaling. And I'm really feeling like the motor is calibrated for the weight of the trike. We do have some items in the rear basket. Not heavy stuff, but it definitely will affect, you know, the balance somewhat. So yeah, just for a casual riding or for beginners, level 1 feels really good. It just feels like a regular trike. Okay, we'll bump it up to pedal assist level 3. The torque sensor is kicking in a little bit later than I anticipated. There's a bit of a delay. I think you really have to kind of like start putting some pressure on the pedals to, there you go, for it to activate. Yeah, I was going too slow on the pedaling, so the torque sensor wasn't reacting, but if you start to pedal faster, then the torque sensor kicks in. No problem. Honestly, I think you need to give it a little bit of throttle first just to get it going and then start pedaling. I think that's probably the way I would ride it in pedal assist level 3. Okay, let's try pedal assist level 5. And the torque sensor kicks in immediately. We'll give it a little throttle. Okay. Yeah, plenty of power. So we're working with a 750 watt rated 1500 watt peak center mounted motor. So this is definitely a trike that can deliver a decent amount of power, which you'll need if you're going up some inclines. But if you're riding it through just the streets or the pavement or through flat bike paths, this is more than enough. Okay, let's talk about the rear differential. So the rear differential basically varies the speed of the wheels on the left and right. So when you're turning, it helps you be more stable and not tip over. So, you know, hopefully you're not doing super sharp turns at full speed, because you can probably tip over, but it's helping me be planted when I do these turns right here. So that's a good thing. Electric trikes are known to tip over if they don't have the right balance. And so far I feel very balanced and very comfortable on the Mooncool TK Pro. We'll try it on some grass. So the front suspension fork is kind of doing something, right? The fat tires are kind of absorbing some of these bumps, but 3 wheels on grass, you know, really not meant to be. Okay, so give it a little bit more throttle here, some pedaling. After our ride, we'll kick it over to Sully and he'll take it around this park area. But just this initial first impression, very, very nice. All right, let's do a brake test. Try to gather up some speed. And brakes. Okay, plenty of brake power. Put the parking brake on, left and right, secure. That's not moving, that's not going anywhere. Yeah, first impressions with the Mooncool TK Pro, I think we gave a really positive review for the TK1. And so this has a little bit more power. The design looks very similar. I know there's probably some slight differences. The parking brake, I don't think was on the model that we reviewed, so that's a plus. Front and rear baskets, you got the waterproof bags. I mean, this is really solid for, I think, anyone who's commuting or uses an electric trike to transport cargo. I also like how the wheelbase is shorter than other e-trikes that we've reviewed. It makes it a little bit easier to store, and also the foldable nature of the electric trike makes it more portable. With that said, it's still pretty big. It's not going to be like an e-bike that you can just carry up the stairs easily. We always recommend having some dedicated storage, like a shed or a garage for something like this. I really do like the center-mounted LCD display, the color LCD display. Really very, very bright, even in like direct sunlight. And the upgraded torque sensor gives you a very natural riding experience. So yeah, the Mooncool TK Pro, solid recommend.
Let's see if we can get it to hill climb. Put it in pedal assist 5 and see if it can go up this hill here. Oh! Just barely, but it did it. And that was a really steep grade. That was definitely not a... Definitely not a small hill. But yeah, plenty of power going into that. I mean, shoot, I was not expecting it to make it up that at all, I'll be honest. Yeah, there's some squeaking in the front. I'm sure it's my fault from when I put it together. Can't really tell what it is at the moment, but I'm sure some lubrication will solve that real quick. A little top speed run going through here. Hopefully the drone can keep up. 15.5 miles an hour. Drone's keeping up nicely. Going off-road real quickly, you definitely feel the lack of suspension, but it is not designed for that. So if you do decide to do that, you know, keep that in mind. You'd have to go pretty slow off-road for it to actually be semi-comfortable. But other than that, I mean, the power delivery on this thing is impeccable. It's so smooth. You know, it's super easy to control. Like I was saying, it's like one of the first trikes that I've ever been able to ride and take my hands off of the handlebars. Normally it starts to wobble and give you like death wobble pretty quickly. Even at 15 miles an hour, you can let go and coast, which is really nice if you need to reach for something while you're riding or whatever. But yeah. In love with this trike. I think it's a really good trike. It's one of the best ones that we have reviewed. It's definitely in my top 3.
So here's what we like. The upgraded torque sensor provides smooth, natural pedaling. The rear differential enhances stability, making turns easier and safer. And the foldable design allows for convenient storage and transport. But here's some things to consider. At 90 pounds, it's not the easiest to lift or transport without assistance. The trike's handling and center of gravity takes some getting used to, especially for riders accustomed to two-wheel e-bikes. And you'll need dedicated storage space, like a garage or shed, due to its size. Overall, the Mooncool TK Pro electric trike is an excellent option for riders seeking comfort, cargo capacity, and ease of use. Its stability and natural pedaling experience make it approachable for riders of all levels, while its foldable design is good for those short on space. Sure, it takes some time to master the handling quirks of an e-trike, but once you do, it's a reliable ride that makes it accessible for those who require extra stability. So, what do you think of the Mooncool TK Pro? Is it the e-trike you've been waiting for, or do you want more? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.